All right, hi. So this is a continuation from the previous video, and the example that I'd mentioned in the previous video is about two boats, and we actually did part A and B already. In this video, I'm gonna finish it up with the part C. So in part C, they're asking us, are the boats in danger of colliding? Right? Is boat A going to collide with boat B as time goes by? So here that we have this time factor there, right? So the time is gonna start from 0 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. Now, as time passes by, are these two boats going to hit each other? Right? That's what part C is asking. Now, if they hit, so let's say, for example, let's say this is my boat A, right? My boat A goes in that direction, and my boat B goes in. Let's say, for example, if they do hit, my boat B goes in that direction. Where are they gonna hit? Oops, sorry. Where are these two boats gonna hit? Right there, right? This is where they're gonna hit each other. So in order for them to hit, that means boat A and boat B must be at that point at the same time, correct? In order for these two boats to hit each other, they must be at this point, at that location, at that point, at that time, at that very specific moment, right? So that's when they're gonna hit each other. So if we cannot find any point, or if we cannot find the time that this is gonna happen, then that means these two boats are safe. They won't hit each other. Right, so I'm going to base on that logic and solve my part C. Okay, so since we're talking about in this example, we're talking about 2D scenario, so I can break it down into my X and Y component, right? My X and Y. So let's start with boat 1 first, boat A first, right? So R1 has the X component would be 30 times T, right? 30 times T. Okay? So in order for them to be at the same place at the same time, which means 30 times T is equal to the X component of my boat B, correct? So I'm going to put down this is my boat A, and this is my boat B. So I will have for my boat B, the X component will be 50 plus T times 10. Okay? Now, if I can find a value of T from here, let's do that first. So I'm gonna have 30T is equal to this is 50 plus 10T. So move the 10 over, I have 20T is equal to 50. And T is equal to 50 over 2, so that's 5 over 2. Or you can say 2.5 seconds. So what are we doing here, right? We're saying that when time is equal to 2.5 seconds, my boat A and my boat B will have the same X component. That's what we are doing here, right? So when time, this is the time when boats A and B have the same X component. Okay? So we're sort of focusing on this right now with respect to the time. Right. So when time is equal to 2.5 seconds, my boat A will have an X component of something, not 2.5, but I can substitute my 2.5 in here, and then I can find where it is. Right. But my boat A will have the same X component as my boat B when time is equal to 2.5. All right. Now let's look at my Y component. So for my Y component, I'm going to do pretty much the same thing. So my boat A, I'm going to have this 15T. So 15T This is my boat A. Right, my boat B. 15t is equal to, this is 5 plus 10t, right? 5 plus 10t. T times 10. Which is 15t is equal to 5 plus 10t. Sorry about bad handwriting. Let me redo that again. 5 times 10. So I'm going to move the 10. I'm going to move the 10t over to the other side. I'll have 5t is equal to 5, and t is equal to 1. And this means when this is the time, which the time when both boats have the same y component. All right. So when time is equal to 1, then these two boats have the same y component. Right. When time is equal to 2.5, that's when the two boats have the same x component. However, in order for them to hit each other, they must have the same x and y, right? The exact same x and y component at that time. So we can see that when time is equal to 1, even though they have the same y component, but they don't have the same x component. When time is equal to 2.5 seconds, even though both boats have the same x component, but their y components will be different. Therefore, the two boats are safe. They are safe. They are safe, or you can say they won't hit. Okay? Part C, it's a bit tricky, but I think concept-wise and the rationale behind how I set this up should be pretty okay. Please do bring questions to me, and if you're watching the video in class, feel free to pause and just kind of double check with me, okay? All right, I'll see you guys. Bye-bye.